Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Baldur's Gate 3. We find ourselves on the roof of Moonlight Towers, having faced the leader of the Cult of the Absolute, General Keferic Form. However, we have been led to understand there are three leaders. Lady Aelin, the Night Song, faced him in battle and was defeated when 2 or 3 giant tentacles burst forth from the roof of the side towers and forced her to the ground. Now, we distinctly saw 2 or 3 tentacles in the air, and we saw them burst from the roof of 2 of the towers. However, only one of the towers now has a damaged roof and the others are all perfectly fine. When the tentacle touched her on the roof, she dispersed into a cloud of black particles, identical to those we have seen in the introduction of the game, when the Nautiloid was touching citizens and making them vanish, only to reappear in pods upon the Nautiloid. It is possible that down here we may come across something very powerful and very evil. We have had hints about elder brains before. We are also wounded. Let us use our out-of-combat healing spell. Now,
seek and you shall find.
Gale has depleted all of his high-level spell slots, mostly foiling the high-level spells of our foes. And we are aware that they like to use a lot of spells like Arms of Hadar, Guiding Bolt, Fireball, some kind of Stinking Cloud sometimes, like Cloud Kill even, and that nasty bone thing that we tend to destroy fairly quickly before we find out whatever it does. If we go down there, we're likely to face a number of higher powers that we now cannot...
Late at the ready.
Oh, we can counter 1 spell exactly. That is not ideal. Gale still has a lot of scrolls. He can be offensively quite useful to us. This is a bit of a dichotomy between old and new style encounter design. Classic encounters, you'd need to pace yourself, use all your spell slots over the course of an adventure. Use them wisely. New encounter design started with Neverwinter Nights 1 really, where encounters were designed to drain you of approximately 2/3 of your resources, and you were encouraged to take a full, complete rest after every single encounter, because otherwise you would not be able to press on. However, narratively now at this point, we kind of have to go down. We can't really afford to give him any time to recover, although when we meet him again, I am almost certain he'll be on full health, probably with a completely different stat block. And whatever nastiness with the giant tentacles is down there, tentacles that can reach all the way up here, unless they're reaching through some kind of dimension door to attack out, there will be something huge down there. We did not fully explore the dungeons, and I'm aware that there are hints of there being something quite nasty down there. We'd better talk to Jahira and see what we should do. Additionally, we are looking to find the Grand Duke Older Ravengard, Zevlor, and Mol. If they are down there with whatever that thing is, I suspect their fates may already be sealed. We'd better see what Jahira wants.
The General will call that a tactical retreat, I'm sure. But you have him on the run. That thing he summoned was illithid. Follow it below and find him, before he has a chance to subdue the Night Song again.
I don't think we can afford to rest. We might be able to go back to camp and swap companions. You and the Harpers aren't coming?
Better they stay here and hold the tower should Ketheric's army catch wind of our assault. But if you have room for one lone soldier, I would face Ketheric by your side.
Join me then.
You have numbers enough already,
Yeah.
I think. You'll want a small force if you are to finish this quickly.
Yeah, guess what?
Good hunting.
Gale?
Time for us to take a rather literal leap of faith.
Yeah, sorry about this. Could I just, like, send you back to camp?
What's on your mind?
I could.
I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it.
Mate, you're tired. You need to
We'll be in
rest.
the camp then, idling away the hours.
Indeed.
Ketheric awaits. What do you need from me?
I'll give you 3 guesses.
Lead and I follow, Commander.
And now, she appears to be a full... Oh my god. Okay, this is actually really bad.
Let us show them how it's done.
We don't know what her previous build was. In fact, this is so bad. Massive beasts and even primal elementals. You know what? Daft though this may be. Alright. We want this button. We want this button. We want... to know things and stuff. Circle of the Moon. Got it.
Nature's servant awaits.
Meaning she can take Circle of the Land. Perfect. Now, new cantrip. Do we know what we got already? No, we know we don't have any of these. Guidance, poison spray, produce flame, resistance. Do we want saving throws? Not a bad idea. Produce flame could be quite fun. Let's go for saving throws. We will sort out spells after she's fully leveled. Also, we want to get out of here as quickly as possible. Again, 2 spells were always prepared. Arctic, Hold Person and Spiked Growth. No. Coast, Mirror Image and Misty Step. Potentially very interesting. Desert, no. Forest fits her quite well. Grassland, Invisibility and Pass Without Trace. Mountains, swamp. Forest or grassland? We'll go Forest for Bark Skin and Hold Person. They're always good spells. Let's get out of camp.
Let's get going.
That's okay. What the hell have we been given this? Weighing us down so much. Apart from all this stuff, obviously.
Consult your elders and learn.
Can we get her a bow? Apparently not. Not just yet, anyway.
I've got a long road ahead.
Whatever it takes.
Right. Cantrips we have. Okay, let's. You know what we wanted? Produce flame. A feat. Now, usually in Baldur's Gate 1, she actually worked quite well as ranged support with druid spells. Well, as a sort of mid to back rank party member. Typically you'd want like Imoen and Dinahir in the back, Khalid and Jahira in the middle, main character and Minsk in front, that kind of thing, right? So, let's see. Ritual caster... Savage. We don't need another one with Warcaster, although it would be useful. Wait, if she's... I want to check something. Those are finesse weapons. So we don't need to push her strength very much. Oh goodness. Okay. Let's see. Do we have something to do with wild shape? Admittedly, that's more Halsin's area of expertise. What could we get? No. So, perception, sleight of hand, stealth. What could we take instead of these? Survival. And... insight. She's been around a while. Bit of history, come on. We can... there. Another passive. Oh, well, hey, we said, take forest again. Call lightning and plant growth. Actually, with plant growth, yeah, that suits her quite well. That pass without trace? Not quite. Owlbear and Panther. Oh, we're going to have some fun with these. Conjure minor elemental and grasping vine. You know what? Yeah, the grasping vine. It's in keeping with things she's done already. And this time, I think for Elemental Adept, I'd need to be more familiar with the kind of spells she has. We've got Ice, Fire. Oh, okay. Ice again. I mean, shouldn't there be quite a bit of lightning? Like Call Lightning and spells like that. Fire Beam is radiant damage. We saw a lot of resistance to radiant damage, didn't we? So. Ooh. This would suit her quite well. Sure. Forest would be Mass Cure Wounds and Contagion. Contagion doesn't suit us. Greater Restoration and Insect Plague. Sure, Greater Restoration sounds very important. Negate any charm, petrification, and stun or curse affecting it. Sounds very good so far. Although we've gone forest so far. That may be her last, yes. So. Tangle, Goodberry. Let's switch out Goodberry. And Thunderwave. Actually, no, keep the Thunderwave for now. Conjure a Flaming Scimitar, not enchant one she's already holding. I suppose since some of these are already prepared. Ooh, we're gonna have fun with that. Where is Barkskin's always prepared, isn't it? Yes. You know what? We can transform an enemy. But let's not. Let's go for that instead. It'll be different. No. Or stone. I mean, we can use this and hope it works out okay. This is just cloves. So Barkskin would be wise.
Alright. What now?
Down we go. We've got no time to rest. It may be wise, but narratively I don't think I can afford to risk it. I've rested enough on this act as it is. You peer down the hole left by the tentacle that drew Keferic into the darkness. Will you leap after him? I have little choice.
The hole yawns back at you, impossibly wide. A single tentacle burrowed through stone.
A Featherfall spell would be really appreciated right about now. That sounded like we landed on something solid.
This is an illithid colony. This must be where they harvest the tadpoles. We're close to the source of the infections.
Where there's a tadpole
I wager
pool.
that devil I meant to rescue somewhere near.
Yes, we know Will. Where there's a tadpole pool, there's normally an elder brain. Will, you spoke up. Whoa, 4 new journal updates available. Defeat Keferic form. Rescue the Grand Duke. And those are just variations on the same. Oh, but that can be shown on a map now. Okay, fine. Infiltrate Moonrise Towers is complete. Essentially, we failed to do it by just going and doing everything else. Nothing about Mol or Zevlor or the Night Song yet.
Always nice to be wanted. Descend, assemble.
Oh, that can't be good. Just in case.
Looking ahead. Swift as my feet can carry me.
We appear to have little choice for now. The voices.
Tread carefully. We are very close to the source of the Absolute now. That telepathic storm has become a tempest.
This is not hostile. Why is it not hostile yet? There's something.
Descend, assemble.
What happened? That is revolting, as usual.
Ugh, the stench. I wonder how many pilgrimages to Moonrise ended down here.
Oh. Oh, that's bad news. Okay. Severed leg. Perhaps we should not be in this chamber right now, and should instead take the other path.
Of all the beastly layers I've had to poke my nose into, this colony is still by far the worst.
I think she had the opportunity to...
You don't carry one of their worms inside your skull.
I think she had the opportunity to enter a mindflayer colony in Baldur's Gate 2. A series of dots and broken lines, entries in a language you cannot read, and yet you sense their meaning nonetheless, illithid braille, which they read with the tips of their tentacles. A blur of noise and pain filtered through a newly born high mind, staggered fresh from the spawning pool. The elder awakes, the elder births anew. But all is not right. Down in the darkness where the elder stirs, something else moves too. Three shining lights, the taste of pain.
Seems I can understand illithid script. Thank you, Tadpole.
Yeah, don't be grateful for a greater sense of union. Now, there's something down here. Rescue Zariel's asset from Moonrise Towers. Well, I probably should. Something tells me Mazora won't give Will what he expects. Now, what's this? Oh, goodness, 2 mind flares. Yeah, that can't be good. You know what, maybe we should go see Mr. Choppy. Things are not yet immediately hostile. Right. Looks like a bugbear. Or orc. Bugbear. Let's not talk to him at all. He's busy. Oh, butchered mind. Hold on, we should be collecting that. Gold gloss heraldic helm.
Descend.
Adjustable steel helm.
We
That's a lot of helmets. Let's just send this back to camp, because it's heavy and hiding. Where, oh where, are you hiding from me, brain in a jar? Right there. Let's take a moment to see if we can find any living creature down here. We're not going to mess with that.
So much blood. The illithids take what's useful and discard the rest.
I think we don't want to mess with this individual just yet. But what's in here? Aha.
Friend, you found the helm. We remember you well. You saved us once. Perhaps you can do it again? They are not kind to us here. We are different, they say, aberrant. They wish to repurpose us, destroy what they cannot fix. Please, help us escape harm.
I don't remember mutilating it. Let me think about it.
But we need your help. Friend is not kind. Friend is perhaps no friend at all.
It's more that I don't know if I can get this open.
Pretty faces, dull, chop. No faces, only meat. Never think, never stop. Only chop, chop, chop.
Right. If we pick a fight in here, it's going to go badly. That's a lot of intellect of ours. Same goes for anyone else down here for that matter. Oh well, we came here with a number of missions. About 4. What are you doing though? Just... now. Oh. Okay.
Mind flayers and civilians, side by side.
Oh.
This must be where they infect and transform those they kidnap.
Manip sugar. Manip is something to do with the... oh wow. So we could gain a number of allies here. Gauntlet Yeva. Oh. Oh, that's harsh. We could set some flaming fists free. Mindflayer. Zevlor. Okay, we got to start doing this.
You remember the shattered windows of Alteral's High Cathedral, the burning black sky of Avernus beyond. In its horror, the blood war unites you. Tiefling, dwarf, and elf alike huddle behind the shields of your paladin order, waiting for salvation. But when it comes, disunity, the returned city casts your people out. The devils who dragged them down to hell. In the end, it is not your paladin oath that is broken. It is your faith itself.
He's turned to worship of the Absolute, and we don't have a way of opening this.
You remember the shattered windows of Alterel's
Okay,
high
it's the same.
cathedral? The burning black sky of Avernus
Oh.
beyond.
Oh god, is that going to release everything?
In its horror, the blood war unites you. Tiefling, dwarf, and elf alike huddle behind the shields of your paladin order,
Now,
waiting for salvation.
what have we
Grindholes.
here?
It comes.
But empty of
This
tadpoles.
unit, the returned city,
Unusual.
casts your people out.
Harvesting all the
devils
larvae
who drag
indicates
them
they are
down to
getting
hell.
ready for something big.
The one that is not your paladin oath that is broken.
Wait.
It is your faith itself.
Wait. Oh my god. So, in early access, Will used to say that Mizora was being held captive in Moonrise Towers and he wanted to rescue her. Is she the valuable fiendish asset that she wants rescuing from here?
Mizora, you're Zariel's asset.
My dumb little stinker. Took you long enough. Now, by Grazit's cock, get me out of this thing!
I'll do it, and you'll set me free. That was the deal.
Yeah. So, get to it already.
Oh, what's that?
The controls are open to your tadpole's command. To your authority.
Examine the device on the left.
You can make no sense of the symbol.
Okay, I'll examine the device on the right.
The symbol means nothing to you.
Huh. Could we maybe have someone else look at this?
Don't take long. They pop a tadpole in me and the hells will take Will for good.
Where am I needed?
Playtime's over. Get me out.
The controls are open to
Okay,
your
it's
tadpole's
forcing
command.
main character control
To
here.
your authority.
Left is best.
Will? Will!
Hells! What's happening? What have you... Shit! Please, no! Please!
Disintegrated. He appears to be far from disintegrated. Actually, that's worse. Because bear with me on this. Really, is that it? Just one... That's it. That feels a bit rough. I bet you. Oh, we got an autosave. It's something. It felt bad that we didn't get an opportunity to use guidance on those Arcana tests, and it also felt bad that we didn't have an opportunity for someone else to make the tests for us. Also, she had special controls. Something tells me smashing it with strength was not the way to go either.
I wager...
Okay. People running under the cursor to be awkward. Right.
Never a dull moment. Don't waste a step.
So.
Tread carefully. We are very close to the source of the Absolute now. That telepathic storm has become a tempest.
We're going in here.
Oh, the stench.
We're
I
going
wonder how
to
many
pick
pilgrimages
this
to
up.
Moonrise ended down here.
Send it back to camp. Something tells me we will have a purpose for those.
Friend, you found we remember.
Now.
They wish to repurpose us, destroy what they cannot. But we need your help.
We can't risk it just yet. Please tell me that was a teddy bear and not a little baby on the slab. I'm not going to go back and check.
Of all the beastly layers I've had to poke my nose into, the illithid colony is still by far the worst. Be thankful you don't carry one of their worms inside your skull.
These symbols are nonsense to me. So why can I read them? Better not be cursed.
So we can rescue
Mind
Zevlor,
flayers and civilians, side by side.
arguably.
This must be where they infect
You
and
remember
transform
the
those they
shattered
kidnap.
windows of Alteral's High Cathedral, the burning black sky of
At the risk of
Avernus
facing
beyond.
multiple mind flayers at once.
In its horror, the blood war unites you. Tiefling, dwarf,
We're talking
and
Zevlor,
elf-alike
2
huddle
mind
behind the
flayers.
shields of your paladin order,
3,
waiting for
4 mind
salvation.
flayers, 2
But when it comes,
flaming
this unit, the
fists.
returned city casts your
It's
people
not pretty.
out, the devils who drag them down to
Now,
hell. In the end, it is not your paladin oath that is broken. It is your faith
Oh, there is a
itself.
way
Brine
out of here.
pools, but empty of tadpoles. Unusual. Harvesting all the larvae indicates they are getting ready for something big.
This feels really important. So, suspended ceremorphosis, dictated to scribe Yanthus by Enver Gortash. The man that Karlak knows. Ceremorphosis, illithid larval transformation of a host humanoid into a mind flayer, typically occurs in less than a 10-day after infection, but the tadpoles laid by our captive Elder Brain are enhanced due to the powerful Neverese magic of the Crown of Karsus. Our enhanced tadpoles induce in their host a sort of suspended ceremorphosis, a state in which the host becomes susceptible to telepathic influence and even coercion from the Absolute, our Elder Brain. For our purposes, there are 2 key aspects of this influence. First, the conversion of the host into a mental lackey of the Absolute occurs entirely without the host's awareness. Its civility feels comfortable and natural, and is never consciously questioned. This may be important. We may be carrying out the Elder Brain. Whoa! What if the Elder Brain is trying to free itself from Gortash, Ketheric form, and the woman we haven't met yet. The woman who I believe appeared in Minfara's vision some long time ago. Second, the servile state persists even when the host is far beyond the usual state of an Elder Brain's psionic control, usual range of an Elder Brain's psionic control. This phenomenon is spectacularly useful given our ambitions. This is evidence. These barrels of brine.
Not design, but death.
Ooh. Okay, here we go. Before we do this, then.
Pod. Is that Mazora inside?
Mazora, you're Zariel's asset.
My dumb little stinker. Took you long enough. Now, by Grazit's cock, get me out of this thing!
I'll do it, and you'll set me free. That was the deal.
Yeah. So, get to it already.
So Grazit was something like Demon Lord of Flies, as opposed
Controls
to
are open
Belial
to your tadpole's command.
or Baal,
To your authority.
or something along those lines. Okay, here we go.
The symbol's meaning comes into focus. Annihilate.
Okay, well, we don't want that one.
You decipher the symbol. It's an illithid sigil, meaning unleash.
Unleash didn't do anything to the prisoners on the Nautiloid, but it may do something here. And this we may regret.
You did all right, Will. I'd give your belly a good rub, but never could stand the smell.
You're free, Mazora. I held up my end. Now you hold up yours. Sever the pact.
Clause Z, Section 13. If the Soulbinder consents to separation, she will release the Soulbearer from all obligation within 6 months.
6 months? Gods damn you!
Ignorant thing. It's always the terms and conditions that get you.
If he does lose his pact, he ceases to be a warlock and needs to completely respec anyway, and that might break his story significantly. She hasn't indicated that she is willing yet. This could be very risky. I don't want material reward. Something for Will might be nice. Fine. 6 months it is. What happens next?
Well, I imagine you have business in Moonrise to take care of. If I were you, I'd get moving.
Don't you fret. I'll find you soon enough. You're going to need me. Count on it. Oh, and go ahead. Tell your chums how we met. It's a real cracker of a tale. Ta-ta.
What's he done? Will...
Zariel's asset was none other than Mazora herself. Of course. Tricks on top of tricks on top of tricks. But I've only got 6 months before I'm made a free man. Thanks be to the Triad. No, scratch
The
that.
Triad?
Thanks be to you.
It'd be no Blade of Frontiers without your talents. I mean, that's not true. We could help him find a way to be more valuable or feel better about himself. 6 months and 11 time. We're adding a year. Hang on, yeah. What if there's some sub-clause that says if he uses any of the powers she's given him within that 6 month period, then she retains his services and doesn't break it. Again, that's risky. Okay. Mizora said you can talk about your pact in exile. It's time I know the whole truth.
First, we kill Ketheric Thorm. Then, I'll tell you everything you want to know. What else is on your mind?
It seems that after we've defeated Ketheric Thorm, Will's going to talk to us. Shadowheart's going to get to talk to the Night Song. I probably shouldn't open this door. If I come in here and... it's going to raise the high alarm, I think. Uh-oh. Okay, how badly could this end? Is there? Okay, that's red. And empty.
Though the pod is empty, traces of psychic energy still linger about it, and memories of its former inhabitants spill into your mind. You see the streets of Baldur's Gate, the emblem of the Flaming Fist, martial drills and courtly dances. You feel the courage of a soldier who became a commander.
Nope, what? Okay, let's...
All that remains of the pod inhabitant's former self. Ravengard was here, in this pod, not
oh no, Ravengard was in there.
Fascination. He believed the
He's now
horrors
out of the
Moonrise
pod.
to be a fleeting dream that fade on waking.
Will, this is really serious. There may be no rescuing of the Duke.
This pod pulsates with the angry memories of Ravengard's search officer, Manip Shurga. She laments her failure to locate him.
She was so close.
Desperation, pain, terror. Cultists raided his village. He was the sole survivor. Your lungs burn with the dry heat of the fires raging about you. The pain is not enough to diminish your swing. One goblin after another falls to your blade.
We will
A man's voice cries out through the thick smoke. Ravengard, you call, but the clang of swords and spell shouts of attacking drow are your only reply. Your tadpole forms a telepathic connection with the device, and a chorus of static energy fills your mind. Every mindflayer in the room calls out hungrily from its pod, seeking release and sustenance. But there are others in the pods, those not yet infected, not yet illithid, terrified, desperate to escape. The device is open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
Ghaik machinery. Cold as the sea of night, alien as time to the astral plane. Avert your eyes, close your mind.
Oh, it's everyone. It's all the pods. We can't operate them individually. It feels this is... Is it? No, not necessarily. I see it.
Descend. Prepare. Liberate.
Liberate. This is suitably alien. However... Harry Henry's journal. Harry Henry does not seem to be here. This, I believe, is where we... Yes.
Hurry now. The city calls out for salvation.
By salvation, they mean corruption.
The chosen are my
Closed mind.
Sacred hand that reaches from the grave.
Just a moment. If we want all these brains in jars for something, Merkel's gift
General
can't be
Thorm
good.
was attacked. The order to evacuate given. You should not be here. I conclude you are one of the attackers.
Congratulations. I am.
Time to strike.
Now. Sure. And again.
Worms will want your carcass once I'm done with you.
Okay, yeah, stop that there. Not a lot we can do about that. We can do this, however. That poison has a duration, it shall expire. It's a rare sickness. Okay, sure. Take it. Oh, thank you. Interesting. Okay, fine, we'll just do it here then. Okay, the disadvantage is from the poison. Better, kind of. Okay, she fell over. Love it. Now. Why are these not threatening? Okay. Works. Absolutely, good turn. There we go. Yeah, come in and fight. Interesting.
Victory awaits.
And again. With feeling. Now this woman is a greater threat to us. We'll need to deal with her. Just like that. Now hold on. Sure.
Making my move.
Took a goblet of your blood after you're dead.
It's okay. We get turns as well. There we are. That works. Let's go threaten this one. Get in there, girl. We need to be threatening her very quickly. Okay, we'll keep hitting that. Well, Will, you know what you can do.
I shall make sweet music in your screams.
You know what? Sure. There we go. Now we know what it does.
I am fury. I am death.
And it makes a necromite. I see. And again. Okay, she's made another. Good. Excellent. You know what, we'll just stay there.
Can't even catch my breath.
Mm-hmm. No. Yes, please.
It is already over.
We tried.
I am fury. I am death.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This is my time.
Mm-hmm. Double miss. That's impressive. There we go. Nothing overtly useful here.
No one back home will ever believe this.
But we press on. Ah!
Prepare the march. My chosen gather below.
Appreciably cared for boots. Letter from Ironfinger. Again, this seems like evidence. She's going to put one in me any day. Cressa, who was initiated the very same hour as I, all those years ago. She's going to put a parasite in my ear when I sleep. Can't bear to be without a pet to experiment on. Needs to have a thrall locked away so she can go further than Balazar will let her. Cressa, she was his apprentice. I remember when we were just stomping on ant piles and raising them back up. Our very first deaths. I hope you remember, somewhere. Unencumbered? No.
The moment comes.
I want to save Zevlor. And I'm aware that it will be incredibly challenging.
Let's see.
Push that fog of war.
Not design, but death.
I have seen 1,000 ears. No. I have seen 1,000 ears. Some have the reflexes to twitch when they know the worm is about to burrow. The worm takes longer to get through if the entry hole isn't cleaned. I have taken to torching them with an ear candle. It all makes for dull work. I am tired of ears. I am tired of my only order being create thralls. Apparently all we need to know about the brain is being handled by the chosen. I am forbidden from studying these dull thralls. I need a new one. One that Balthazar doesn't know of. A creature of exceptional will, like my old dear pet, can keep fragments of its own mind while affected by the parasite. We need to know why. And what was this? Opaque vat.
We will take the city. Every soul made true.
Wait, they're on the other side of the wall, aren't they? In whatever this chamber is. I am concerned about raising the alarm. It should arguably be possible to free Zevlor. That does not mean it should be easy. I have a distinct feeling that it's something I should do afterwards. I mean, it's likely to turn every single... I may live to regret this. In fact, I almost certainly shall.
You c
That cut off suddenly.
The device is open to your tadpole's command. To your...
Wait, Mol was here? Mol was here? There was no sign of Mol in the tadpoling center of the mindflayer colony. She must have found a way back out of this accursed place. Which means someone might tell us she was here? We open the pods, releasing a host of mindflayers. We're in for a fight. I don't see how this is updated just yet. Okay, let's look at this. Zevlor is there. We may be able to help him. We can't... You know what we can do? Sure. Excellent. Look, it's a rock, it probably doesn't think much, okay? We want to kill this. We really want to kill this. She gets some kind of special advantages with this, doesn't she? Could have sworn it was something she's got that messes up mind flares. Anyway. Does it have some kind of... No, it doesn't have some weak condition for just having come out of a pod. Damn it. Okay. Lady, if you could mess this up, that's... Okay, I'll take it. That's right, Zevlor. You get your chance. Now... We just need to power this one. Excellent. Oh, hey. And stab it, if we can.
Let my enemies fall.
Perfect. Just perfect. Now... Yes. It's not... Wait, what happened? It's alive, but bleeding. This one is going to hold out a little, as are those two over there. Oof, okay. Ooh, big floaty fly. What? Oh my god. That's a problem. Works in our favour. We need to keep people up and on their feet. Can we... Yes. Excellent. Now, we need to kill this. Can we... Yes. Excellent. Now, we need to kill this. Can we... Yes. Excellent. Now, we need to kill this. Can we... Yes. Excellent. Now, we need to kill this. Can we... Yes. Excellent. Now, we need to kill this. Can we... Yes. Excellent. Now, we need to kill this. Can we... Yes. Excellent. Now, we need to kill this. Can we... Yes. Excellent. Now, we need to kill this. Can we... Yes. Excellent. Now, we need to kill this. Can we... Yes. Excellent. Now, we need to kill this. Can we... Yes. Excellent. Now, we need to kill this. Can we... Yes. Excellent. Now, we need to kill this. Can we... Yes. Excellent. Now, we need to kill this. Can we... Yes. Excellent. Now, we need to kill this. Can we... Yes. Excellent. Now, we need to kill this. Can we... Yes. Excellent. Now, we need to kill this. Can we... Yes. Excellent. Now, we need to We can. Rejuvenating miasma. Make dead doesn't require a corpse in this area. Okay, fine. Yeah, not a problem. Right. Let's look at this. There are 1, 2, 3 mind flayers, a number of intellect devourers, and we have companions who need saving.
Found my mark.
Oh yeah, that's fine, don't worry. Oh, for God's sake, fine, look. Don't make me regret this. I have a feeling we're going to be very jack-in-the-box here. Oh, I should have just done this. Right. Oh, that's a problem. Yeah, absolutely protect. It didn't help, but it was kind of worth it. Oh, God, there we go. Okay. This is absolutely going to be a challenging encounter, as I expected. However...
At the ready.
Interesting. Yeah, that's right, you hit it. Indeed, not enough resources. Okay. Stagger to safety. That'll have to do for now. Love it. Every little helps. Now. Oh, we're here. Level 2. There we go. And we heal absolutely zero. Yeah, keep hitting that one while it's on the ground. Oof. Tentacle whip can't be good. Yeah, Warcaster, go for the magic option. It was worth a try. They should use their stunning cone ability, the Mind Blast attack. Traditionally, as it's one of their most effective. Now, what we really need is for her to stay on her feet long enough. Okay, fine. But can we get there? No. Can we get here? Yes. We ain't finished yet. What's this? Okay. That's such a lazy thing to do. Should probably do that soon as well. But she seems to be doing okay so far. Perfect. Now we just got all the others to deal with. Okay, look. Give her a hand up. And maybe use your knife on... No. Just back out. Spread out, you know, so there's less. Okay, we're going to go for a level... Okay, no, wait, hold on. Just try that. This encounter is almost at an end. The Earth Elemental was exceedingly helpful. Right. Just back up so that AoEs can't hurt you. Lae'zel, you know what you want to do. It's not particularly complicated, but is very therapeutic. Excellent. You'll have to compliment Zevlor. No one's speaking. I'll have to get into another conversation and see. I owe you an explanation, much more than that. But first, please. The others, the ambush, tell me they survived. They found refuge, but what the hell happened out there?
The ambush. Tell me they survived.
Oh, now he's talking! The others found refuge, but what the hell's happened out there, Zevlor? You've heard some of it, I'm sure. That I froze or broke or some other lie that is kinder than the truth. We were ambushed by cultists, yes, and then I heard her, their false god, whispering promises in my mind. I would be a paladin again, with a god's purpose, a god's power, everything I need to protect my people. And all the while the cult tortured them. They fought and ran and died around me while I imagined myself their savior. By the time I regained my senses, it was too late. I did not just surrender to the absolute. For a moment, I welcomed it. It sounds like you were being enthralled. It's not your fault. It would be nice to think so, but whatever these monsters twist us into, I believe it begins in us. I won't make excuses. I can't make amends, but I know something of what you came to do.
I won't make excuses. I can't. Ketheric is below. He thinks you're no longer a menace. Descend and show him.
If there are any more survivors to be found, I'll find them and lead them out of this place.
If there are any more survivors to be found, I'll find them and lead them out of this place.
There's definitely bugginess going on with the dialogue in this scene. May need to relaunch the game just to reset everything. I don't get out of my sight. Find your own people. They need you. Fine. Good luck, Zevlor. And you, my friend, and pathetic, inadequate as it is, thank you.
And you.
Right, can I...
Yes?
Go big.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Right, let's have a conversation with someone. She's going to be pissed off.
Mizora positively drips with passive-aggressive condescension. I much prefer straightforward condescension. It leaves no chance of being misunderstood.
And there was me thinking she'd know all about being passive-aggressive.
I don't know how to thank you. I thought I was done for. This is a bleeding shit show. Half my squad's dead, the other half sporting tentacles. We came here to rescue Duke Ravengard. But we didn't stand a chance.
Did you see the Duke?
Yeah. He was in one of the pods. The cultists took him away. He was still human, and still trying to put up a fight.
They must have had their reason. There's Zevlor. Who else?
Very well. Huh. Oh, stench. I'm beginning to think I should have stayed in that pod. In there it only smelled like me. Is there any news about Duke Ravengard? Did he get out alive? No. Tell by your expression. Gonna have to fall on my sword, aren't I?
I wouldn't go that far. He may yet be rescued. However, I am anticipating that now all are against us.
Moving ahead.
Disturbingly, no. Hello, that looks important. A whole fleet of Nautiloids. So many true souls have passed. How many true souls have passed through this place? Fresh mind. Now, way back in early access on the Nautiloid, there used to be a third brain in a jar called our mind. And if there is an elder brain down here, do we feed all the brains to it? I suppose this calls for lift up. That operates for lift.
How many true souls have passed through this place?
Having one of these handy. Oh, look at that down there. That looks like... Wait a minute. Oh, if only we had Gale with us now.
Interesting times.
Well, we do not. Do we want a... Okay, this is where it gets interesting. Do we want a pet evil scumbag intellect devourer with us helping in the fight that is deemed different with enough independent thought of its own? Well, hello. We just gotta fight anyway. How much of an area? A nice big area. How about... we'll give that a try. Because in theory the others have to cut... Wait. Here we get the winged horrors. This is where Mol should be, right?
Taking position.
Range disarming attack. That is low damage. We may yet find Mole here, and whoever that individual is with the two-handed sword, that is something we'll want to deal with soon as well. Okay, double blast. That is heading in a very bad direction. We don't want that. Right.
Death won't take me yet.
We do not know why. And we probably want to stop it from going wherever it's going. The famed womb bound. Oh, that can't be good. I should certainly examine that and find out what it means. Also, I should use Turn Undead. My friend. There we go. Right.
And I thought we were going to be friends.
Let them all come.
You bow.
This almost feels like a tension relief fight. Feeble opponents we can down quite quickly, but that's mostly because we have a cleric in the party, even if she's multi-classed. Now... 74. That's some greater zombie, alright. Something tells me Turn Undead won't do very well. Uh-oh, what concentration was broken? Ah, the spiked growth. And you absolutely need to be messed up. You know what, though? Concentration spells are great. Aren't they? No, I don't want to. I just want to. I want to walk where this body is. There we go. Do we have any? No. Aha! And then... will she provoke attacks of opportunity doing that? Doesn't look like it. Okay. I may need to go heavy on the hammer abilities now. Right. still needs to be dealt with. Because of the rejuvenating miasma, of course. You know what? This is a good place to be. Right. What am I doing? There we go. Cropped it. There's a druidess. She should have some kind of rejuvenation type regeneration spells, maybe? We don't have enough people wounded yet. What have we got as by way of bonus actions? Not much. We could... Oh yeah. No, we've got something already conjured. Okay. So many concentration spells. Alright, let's just continue fighting for now. Both 48s. So we'll go for this one. It may perish to Spirit Guardians. Although we can do something about that. Right. We can also do something about that. Yes, do come in. Wonderful. Works. Again, we have only one injured party member. Leave it. That certainly thinned the crowd. Right. Do it.
This one is slowing me down.
Multi-attack. Helped. Okay, lady. Go about a 4. Oh, that wasn't great. Okay. Offhand it. Because apparently that zombie's proven to be a right problem.
Taste my fury.
So let's help with that problem.
The blade will not bend.
Better than nothing. He's going to make another one, isn't he? No rest for the wicked. No, fine, we can do that. We've got Spirit Guardians up. Yeah, so this zombie gets hit. Leave it. Walk a bit this way. Got him. Those are all okay. Strata level 1. There we go. So apparently this area is dangerous enough that we need one of those free rejuvenation pod machine things. Hey, guess what? We can multi-attack again. Excellent stuff. 126 hit points of pure rock. Wow, we hit for 2 and hit for 1. That's got to be resistant then. Oh god, yes, that's a lot of resistances. Cold and necrotic, but not anything else. Interesting. Okay.
Swift and lethal.
And while we're at it, we try. Okay, that one and this one. Oh yeah, get back up, it's fine. That's why it's fine. Doesn't attack because it's dead for me just walking over there. Mighty multi-attacking Earth Elemental! Nice. Fine with a miss. Really fine with a miss.
Battle favors the fearless.
And there we go.
At your command.
Go for a free. And we can probably run back and... Oh, right, yeah.
With haste.
These profane wombs can't be good. Silenced and held in place by a profane womb. It is the profane womb. That looks important. Willing mind, true mind. I'm feeling that I've been playing for a pretty long time. I should probably take a rest soon.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Oh, that all looks very important and nasty. Right.
Have a lot on my mind.
The
and,
moment
well,
comes.
in it.
The absolute moves.
Does it think I am the absolute? I'm not entirely sure.
No time to rest?
But I'm thinking we should go back to that restoration pod right now and make good use of it. I'm also thinking we need to be thoroughly exploring this area.
Let's move.
And descending down to what may indeed be a much deeper level should only be done as a last resort after everything else has been taken care of.
Descend, assemble, prepare.
We haven't been this way yet, have we? Apparently we have. So, the entrance, the butcher, the holding chambers, the cultist little bit, descend, this bit, that seems to connect up. We've almost fully explored this level then.
Descend, assemble.
It does mean we can afford to try and free the thing. So it's morally objectionable, right? Because it is an evil monster. The question is, has it achieved some kind of better... If it is different, could it learn to be positive? And would we even want that kind of thing around camp? You know what, stuff it. Let's do this before we get out of here.
No will sparks behind his eyes. His mind has been hollowed out to better echo the commands of the collective.
A cake thrall. The only way to save it is to kill it.
You could kill it, end its miserable life of enslavement. Surely that would be the humane thing to do. Or you could take advantage of its vulnerability and plunder what's left of its hollow mind for anything that could serve you.
Nope, absolutely not. It's not going to answer any of these.
You sought a fight, and now you have one.
We have indeed.
Not for long. Time for jump.
I will ascend.
Get in there, girl, and mess him up. So I was going to comment on the fact that this bugbear has no fur on top of his head. And that's because mind flayers traditionally don't like head hair, because it makes it harder for them to get to the scalp and the skull and extract the brain. You've already attacked this turn, which is fine. Mate, that was terrible. Try again, that's better. Should have gone multi-attack. Oh well. And again, please. Oh well. I'm saving her action surge, and I shouldn't because we've got the restoration pod. I also want to point out something painfully obvious. If there's a restoration pod in here, Kefric form has probably used it. It's a perfectly valid explanation.
No more chop. Chop. Chop.
We have indeed freed him. And in his last moments, some small part of his mind seems to have understood that he has been released from that horrific state.
Light on my feet.
Oh, right, yes. So, keys, hopefully. That looks like a metallic kind of cage. toy block. Okay, for some reason, I was thinking of the Modron from Planescape Torment. I never did get that far again. Here we go.
We are free! Thank you, friend. But perils remain, near and far. Better to stay together. You and us, we will remain with you. Call us, and we will be at your side.
Is this going to be a summon power? It is. Something we almost definitely never want to do. Save in an emergency. This is that door we saw from the other side, isn't it? So then this fight here would have been encountered from this side, a significantly easier encounter. So there's a ledge up here, nothing obvious on there. All the things we killed. And back here we've got this, and this chasm here with this doorway. And over here we have this important stone. So how about we go stand here to remind me for next time. Because this is definitely heading into end of episode territory.
We will take the city, every soul made true.
And if the Cult of the Absolute is entirely here, and defeating them is not the final villain at the end of the game, then this is probably not an Elder Brain. And then the final act will be facing them within the city itself. Well, I suppose that's something for me to think about and look forward to in the future, but for now, I'm going to end the episode here before I fall asleep or something. I hope you've all enjoyed this one, and I will look forward to seeing you all in the very next episode. I'll say goodbye for now though, and cheerio everyone. See you all soon.